again. In my last video, I said this.
As you know, we use many for countable and much for uncountable. What you might not know is, well, that's a topic for another video.
So, let's talk about that. For this video, I'm going to assume that you're already familiar with countable and uncountable nouns. If you'd like to know more about countable and uncountable, then maybe I'll make a video about that later, but for now, I'm just going to focus on many, much, and a lot of. Okay, let's go. We use many for countable and much for uncountable. Okay, that's easy.
I have many friends. I drink much milk.
Ah, so why is that wrong? Milk is uncountable, and we do use much for uncountable nouns. It seems to match. Well, here's the bit you might not know about. Usually, we don't use much in positive statements. We only use much in questions, negative statements, and after so, to, or very.
How much money do you have? Do you eat much meat? I don't have much time. He drinks too much beer. He eats much cheese.
In positive statements, you need to say a lot of.
I drink a lot of milk. I eat a lot of bread. She wears a lot of makeup.
And actually, I have a lot of friends is usually more natural than I have many friends. Many sounds a little bit formal in positive sentences. It's good for essay writing or presentations, but it's not so natural in conversation. Another benefit of using a lot of is that you don't need to worry about countable or uncountable. It works in both cases.
Do you have a lot of pens? Do you eat a lot of bread? I don't have a lot of cups. I don't drink a lot of wine.
The only time you can't use a lot of is in how questions or after so, to, or very.
How a lot of chairs do we have? You eat too a lot of meat.
One more thing. There are some special cases when we can use much in positive sentences, usually in a formal style. So there are three main sentence structures where we do this. Firstly, much has been said or much has been written about something.
Much has been said about the coronavirus. Much has been written about global warming.
Another way is there is much to verb.
There is much to learn from history. There is much to like in Korean culture.
And the third type, something is much plus PP.
Kim Yeon-ah is a much-loved star in Korea. Your help is much appreciated.
So, in summary, my main point is don't use much in positive sentences. Not I want to make much money, rather I want to make a lot of money. And even though it's not wrong to use many in positive sentences, it's usually more natural to use a lot of. I have a lot of shoes. Finally, there are some special cases where we can use much in positive sentences, but they are quite formal and not common in spoken English. Oh, hello again. That's all for today. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now try this quiz and I'll see you next time. Bye.